ladies, Dr. Chris here with part 1 of the Women's Health series. Today I thought I'd look at how to recognise when you have a hormone imbalance. There are some key signs and symptoms that you can either tick off in your mind or go onto my website, as I have a questionnaire there about looking at hormone imbalance in general. And how do you know if you've got hormone imbalance? What are the key signals? Sometimes they're really subtle and sometimes they're obvious. I find that they generally are symptoms that will creep up on you to the point where you don't know what's normal anymore and what's not normal for you. That often is a sign that there's times, when you need to get some help. So what are the signals that you might be having some hormone imbalance? The first signal that I find people recognize is they're getting a little bit more irritable, a little bit more anxious. They might find they're feeling more anxious at work or in social circumstances, and then that anxiety transmits to other things, like they have difficulty making up their mind about decisions, making up their mind about what to cook or what to wear or what to say. So general anxiety starts to kick in. That can be a hormone signal, particularly if you have weeks where you're really good and weeks where you're not so good. And if you link that to your cycle, if you do a mood diary around your period cycle, you may find there's a connection with your period cycle. Anxiety and sometimes low mood and depression, if it is hormonal, will peak around that mid-cycle, so around ovulation, and then that week before your period, and can last a few days into your period before it relieves. And then you'll have a week or two of reprieve where you feel pretty energetic and like yourself, and then those feelings will start to creep back and you think, oh no, these feelings come again. You're trying to figure out what it is, and if there's no rhyme or reason to it socially or in your lifestyle, it may be hormonal. So hormone moodiness or irritability, anxiety, depression can be a sign or symptom. The next is fatigue around your period, so particularly feeling just overwhelmed, tired, can't get out of bed. The next one is sore breasts. So some women get really, really tender before their period or around ovulation. Heavy periods, irregular periods, or really, really painful periods are all sign that there's something hormonal going on. So obviously that's for women that are still having menstrual cycles. Hormone imbalance for women that are approaching menopause might be more in the way of hot flushes, low libido, low energy, really feeling very, very tired, very, very anxious. Those are hormone deficiency symptoms, and we'll discuss that in the series to come around perimenopause and menopause. But those are some of the key signs and symptoms that there might be some hormone imbalance. Obviously, there's lots of other things that come into play, and obviously there's lots more to it than that, but that's just a general overview. If you want to find out more, you can go through my questionnaire that's on my website around hormone imbalance, or you could ask a question by clicking on the link below.